What's going on, everybody? Mahai back here with another Clash of Clans video. And I've been getting a lot of comments from Town Hall 13s who want an attack strategy that doesn't require clan castle troops, which I completely understand because a lot of people are in clans that don't obviously donate all the time. And a lot of people don't actually have alternate accounts to donate to themselves either, which is what I do. So I'm going to bring you guys an attack strategy here. It is a very strong attack that you could even use in war if you wanted to, because it is a 3-star attack strategy. It's not just for farming. This can 3-star in war. Obviously, it's way better if you do have clan castle troops, but it works really well without it. So as you see, we're just bringing all dragons, and then we're bringing 11 invis spells. And as you see, completely empty clan castle. For the siege machine, either bring a siege barracks or a stone slammer, because those are the two you can actually still get pretty good value with without having them full of clan castle troops. So that's why we're doing that. I prefer the siege barracks. So we're going to be bringing the default equipments on the minion prince. I've got the giant arrow, healer puppet on the queen, double books on the warden, and then I've got the rocket spear and electro boots on the royal champion. So let's go hop in our first attack and I'll show you guys how this works. Alright, so what we're going to do here is obviously look for royal champion value. With no clan castle troops, you've got to make sure you maximize your hero value. So I'm actually going to drop the royal champion down here, and I'm going to trigger the rocket spear right away and let those shots go off first. That way all that trash over here on the outside in about that radius will get taken out by the electro boot aura. And then obviously some of these defenses here should get taken out by the rocket spear, and then that should path her down into that eagle artillery. So I'm just going to use all 11 invis spells to keep my royal champion alive and get as much value as possible. And if I do this right, she should get, if not all this, the majority of this area here. And look how much value is there. The eagle, the multi-inferno, I can even get into the air sweepers, archer towers, and it's going to set a massive, massive funnel. So then the next thing I'm going to do when I'm done with the royal champion charge is look for queen's giant arrow value. So on this base here, I'm going to probably drop on that dark elixir collector right there, and then I can shoot through the base. And if I hit it right, I can actually hit both of those air defenses there, which is perfect. And then I'm actually going to drop the siege barracks up here on this corner. So the job of the queen and the siege barracks now are to path down this side of the base. And then that'll eliminate all this stuff over here on the outside of where that giant arrow was shot. So look at the pathing that sets up for our dragons. Right here in the middle for the dragons, I'm actually going to sprinkle a few in, probably 3 over here, because that trash is most likely still going to be standing. So I want to make sure I eliminate that first before I send my dragons in. But now look at this pathing. Perfect pathing. We just have a nice narrow pathway right through the base for all of our dragons to wreck through. And then after that, all you have to do basically is hit your warden ability. That's the only thing left in the attack. So we'll get rid of this drawing. We'll press play, show you how to execute it. So we use our royal champion with the rocket spear. It's going to take out that archer tower, then it's going to get the mortar, and then it's going to go to the air defense, and then should walk in when she runs out of shots to that bomb tower. Perfect. And look, all that trash goes down except for the one storage, but that's what we expected. So now we start using our invis spells. Every 4 seconds you're going to use an invis to make sure she stays alive. We're getting into the eagle, which is huge. That's the reason I pathed in from down here. I want to get rid of that eagle artillery. Now she'll walk up into that archer tower and expo, and then hopefully we'll take out that air sweeper. That would be ideal. It's not going to be too big of an issue regardless, just because of where we're going to path in from. But it'd be nice if I could get it out of the way. We do get a partial clan castle pull here as well. And we actually get the full pull now, which is nice. We're going to get that multi-inferno. We'll probably actually do some damage to the clan castle troops here as well. Generally, I like to make them invisible so I don't waste a bunch of my RC shots. But I actually want to soften them up if at all possible, which I do. That one dragon almost goes down. It's going to go down to the aura now. So we dealt with most of the clan castle. She actually passed back. She's going to take out the second dragon, so now there's nothing left to deal with in the clan castle. We hit our giant arrow from our queen. As you see now, our siege barracks up here will start spawning 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. Actually, I think at this level, yeah. At this level, just gives 1 P.E.K.K.A. and some wizards. I only have it level 1. Obviously, higher levels do a lot better, but that still will do a really good job helping support your queen. Sprinkled in those few dragons over here to set off the rest of the funnel, and now look at this perfect pathing we have. We have that narrow pathway right through the base now. It's going to path us right through the town hall. We've already dealt with the clan castle troops, and then we're just going to have to end down here on this compartment. But we have perfect pathing to where we're going to completely overwhelm this base. We get a really good warden ability. It's going to protect us through the town hall here. Again, I have double books on that, but you could use the rage gem if you want to as well. I prefer the healing tome, but that, again, is up to you. Honestly, whichever one you have leveled up. So we do a good job here. I'm just going to speed this up, because at this point, all we had left was the minion prince ability. I just use it there. I could have got better value if I would have waited, but I didn't really care. As you can see, this base is absolutely crushed. We still have double-digit dragons left. We're completely overpowering this base. We're going to have probably, I don't even know how many dragons that is. It's at least over 10. We still have 3 heroes standing. Absolutely annihilated the base. Let's go get into another one. All right, into attack number 2. Just going to look for a Royal Champion value. And this time I actually screwed up. I was watching TV as I was attacking, and I forgot to use my Rocket Spear first. Not ideal, but it still will work out. The reason I like to use it first is because, look, this trash stays standing now. If I would have used my Rocket Spear first, it would have cleared that trash, and it would have helped set that funnel so I didn't have to deal with it later. But it's not going to be the end of the world. Once she gets in here near the Eagle, I'll just use that Rocket Spear ability. It'll take out that Eagle artillery, absolutely no problem. We get the Clan Castle pull again as well. And that Rocket Spear is actually going to basically 3-shot that dragon, I think. No, it 4-shots it. But we get rid of a dragon. Now we're going to path over here to the scatter shot. That goes down. Again, every 4 seconds, just dropping another invis to make sure she stays alive. We're going to get that air sweeper out of the way, and then that's basically all we're going to get. We do have one more invis here, but I don't think it's going to get much more value. It does get the expo. It does get the wizard tower as well. Nearly gets that multi-inferno. If I would have hit that with my giant arrow, that actually would have taken that out. I really didn't have any value left for the giant arrow. I meant to hit this air defense on the backside, but I did miss. It's a little bit of a mess up on my part, but I actually do use a couple dragons up here again. One splits off to clean up all that trash, because look, there's no defenses over here. So one dragon should put in work. Our queen and our siege barracks walking around this side of the flank, taking out all that trash, setting a perfect funnel. The whole point of your queen and your siege barracks is to keep your dragons centralized, which, as you see, is working out perfectly. We get a huge minion prince ability. Gets the Town Hall, gets 2 Infernos, gets the enemy Warden and the enemy Queen. So we get a huge value out of that. And again, we're just going to speed up through this because at this point there's nothing left for me to actually do. I just have to wait and see if my troops will get through the base. And as you see again, we completely overwhelmed the backside of the base. Even though we missed that air defense with our giant arrow, didn't matter. Still crushed the base. So I got one more attack for you guys, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, into our final attack. We got more of a diamond style base this time. So we're going to use the Royal Champion down here from the bottom, use that Rocket Spear. I want to make sure I get out that Multi-Inferno, and the reason I went from down here is because look at this value. Multi-Inferno, 2 air defenses, and the Eagle Artillery. If I could get all that, that would be crazy, crazy value. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get her to path in to the Eagle Artillery. I could have probably made some defenses invisible if not, but I think we're going to get it no problem. Yep, we path in perfectly to the Eagle Artillery. We're going to take that down. We're going to get the air defense as well. So like I said, an Inferno's down, 2 air defenses down, and the Eagle Artillery. That is crazy, crazy value. So make sure you guys are identifying areas in the base where you can get tons of value with your Royal Champion, because obviously you need to maximize your hero's value now that you have no Clan Castle troops. So we're down to our last few invises here. I want to take out that scatter shot, which would be huge, and it looks like we're going to. Drop one more invis. Can we get that Inferno? I don't think we're going to get it, because we are on our last invis. Yeah, we actually target the cannon, but that's fine. We got big value. Carved out a big chunk of the base. It's actually going to be really close. Well, the Inferno does go down. Wow, that's huge. So basically, this whole right side of the base is completely gone. Defense-wise, there's just a lot of trash over there. So now I'm trying to decide where I want to shoot my giant arrow from. I actually decided to go from the left, and I hit the air sweepers in the middle. I didn't want to get greedy and go for them air defenses because we're going to be pathing through them anyway. So we use our queen and our siege barracks down here. A little bit of a mistake because I actually did pull the Clan Castle troops out with my queen. So my queen's going to get melted because she's getting targeted by the enemy queen as well as the dragons in the defending Clan Castle. So a little bit of a mistake on my part. If I could do that over again, I would have made sure I supported my queen with a couple dragons just to help deal with the CC troops. Big mistake, as you see, that dragon takes out everything over there. So we didn't get much value because all this trash is going to stay standing at the bottom, which was the whole point of those troops. So yeah, not great execution on my part, but it's not going to matter. We use our Dark Prince ability, or sorry, our Dark Orb ability on our Minion Prince. I'm thinking Clash Royale here for some reason. And it's going to do a good job taking out this left side. We did have one dragon path back, takes out the enemy dragon. So at this point, again, we just sit back and wait. Even though that was very poorly executed and I got no value out of my queen, I got huge value out of my Royal Champion. So it evened itself out, and we still get the 3-star. Very simple. Like I said, this is probably the most powerful no Clan Castle troop army in the game. This is obviously Town Hall 13, but this can work at almost any Town Hall level. So let me know what Town Hall level you guys are, and if you guys want any attack strategies for those, drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.